Hey, welcome to Meal Prep, where we feast on the meta by prepping for the meta. And this week we're looking at a ton of new reveals and theory crafting with some of them. And today I want to look at Mega Froslass EX, which I've gotten so many requests on my Discord to talk about. And for good reason, because it does what my beloved Channeler does, but mega. For 1 water energy, it says it can do 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Then for 1 water and 2 colorless, it hits for 150 damage and puts the opponent to sleep. But the first attack is the fun gimmick we're really interested in. Its main support is Frostmoth, which also has Chandeler's ability, saying once per turn you can have both players draw a card, and it is stackable, so potentially you could force your opponent to draw up to 4 cards per turn, equaling 200 total damage in addition to whatever they already had in hand. This can be combined with some really fun supporters like Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, which can allow you to take 4 cards, or can make your opponent take a card and give you 50 more damage. Or if your opponent is too smart for that, something like Giovanni's Charisma can also let you accelerate energy to your active while putting an energy back in your opponent's hand, thus giving you 50 more damage again. By now the strategy has already made its rounds enough to where your opponent will definitely know to keep their hand size low. So you could also play something like Lucian, which is like Iono, but on a heads coin flip you can force your opponent to have 6 cards in hand, which is already 300 damage for Froslass to use before your Frostmoth pulls. I think it's interesting, but personally I'd rather run it with a single prizer who has the ability that Frostmoth has, and the attack that Froslass has in the same card. I will definitely try replacing my Dunsparce draw engine for that deck with this Frostmoth though, to potentially force my opponent to draw 6 cards per turn. I am hyped about our first 70 HP snow run though. But what do you think? Does Froslass have a spot in this meta, or does it belong in the bulk box? Let me know in the comments how you plan to cook with it, and come back tomorrow. We're going to be finishing off the week by talking about Mega Electros EX. And don't forget to subscribe to Chef Husky for more delicious content.